Now, let's go ahead and get started. And how did your wrestling career begin?
Um, Back in '09, I signed up to a school in Austin, Texas with George De La Isla. He was Mr. Mexico in California back in the territory days. He traveled around with Roddy Piper, and he learned a lot from him, and he brought it to Austin, and he's been teaching people in Austin for, I guess, about 10 or 15 years now. And I was with him for about a year and a half, and then I went on my way and started learning all the rest on the road.
Over a year ago, I interviewed your girlfriend, Barbie Hayden, and she talked about, I think at one time y'all had like a tryout for Impact or WWE, one of the two. Did that
Yeah,
happen?
yeah. About, I guess, in March of 2011, we had a tryout, and I just had another tryout August 14th and 15th of 2 months ago. I had a tryout with William Regal, and everything went great. I just, told me what I need to do, and now I'm working on it. It all starts with this NWA title. Get out there and travel more and get a little more cultured.
And considering NWA, big company for the wrestling business, how does it feel to win the NWA North American Championship?
Oh man, it's the best thing that's happened to me. It's an honor, and it didn't really hit me till I had it in my hands that I'm part of a legacy now. I mean, Mike DiBiase, Jeff Jarrett, um, Greg the Hammer Valentine, all these guys have held the same belt that I have now, and it's an amazing feeling.
You're in quite some company, man. Some Hall of Famers to be exact. So,
Yeah, Kevin Von Erich had it for a while too.
and considering you're from Texas, wrestling has a great history in the Lone Star State. When you think of the Von Erichs, you think of the Funks, you think of the Guerreros,
Shawn
Austin,
Michaels.
Michaels. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, what's your thoughts on the history that wrestling has in Texas?
Man, I love Texas. I mean, one of my monikers is the Texas Prodigy because I'm so friggin' proud to be from the state, and I stand up for it every time somebody says, "Man, wrestling in Texas is dead." It pisses me off so bad because it's far from dead. We have huge NWA promotions in this state. We have Branded Outlaw Wrestling in San Antonio that Funaki helps run. He trains guys in San Antonio, and we get everybody down there. We get Chris Masters. I just wrestled Bobby Lashley there. We get Rob Conway from La Resistance, Snitsky, Scotty Tuhati. It's This state's amazing, and it's huge. And people don't understand that you can go down to South Padre Island and wrestle and have a show the next day in Dallas, and it's going to take you 10 hours to get from South Padre to Dallas, and I'm still in one state, whereas if I did that on the East Coast, I could probably go through 3 or 4 states in 10 hours.
As I think about it, Texas is kind of like multiple states put together, especially if you're a wrestler trying to get yourself out there. So it must feel pretty good to having to do all this traveling here and there, and yet you're still in the same state.
Oh, yeah, it's a great feeling. I'm proud to be a Texan, man, and one day when I get big and famous, I'm never going to let Texas, go behind without giving them props. I've learned everything I know here.
So you mentioned you had a match with Bobby Lashley, who which I just saw on YouTube the other day. You obviously you had a chance to face wrestlers of different companies, but what was it like working with Bobby?
Oh, it was crazy. Bobby Lashley is huge. Might have been the biggest guy I've wrestled as far as bodybuilding size goes. Just pure muscle. He had about an inch on me of height, but as far as pounds go, he had an extra 20 pounds of muscle. He picked me up like I was nothing, but at the same time, he's an amazing worker, an amazing wrestler. I never once was in the ring and felt uncomfortable or unsafe or anything. He took care of me, and that's one of my best matches I've ever had right there. And the YouTube views just keep getting higher and higher every day.
And Bobby Lashley just made his return to the wrestling scene. Obviously, he just working the indie route, but I definitely feel like he's underrated as a wrestler. Just a powerhouse, no doubt about it. And it's good to at least see him, at least getting back on the wrestling scene. Now, will he get another shot at the WWE or Impact? Just a matter of wait and see. Obviously, some may say it, some may not. It's a goal to get into the big leagues. And considering you have had tryouts numerous occasions, is that something you and Barbie still consider want to pursue to get into the big league someday?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm doing this, man. I'm not doing this to stay just on this level. I want to be one of the best there ever was, and I feel in my heart that I have the desire and the passion to do it. And I haven't taken a step backwards since I started, and I really like that feeling. Every time I go to a show, whether I'm better as far as my looks or my wrestling ability, my mic skills, I just make sure I'm better every time. And I know sooner or later I'm going to get there. I'm only 24 right now. I've only been doing this for 3.5 years, and I don't have any negative thoughts about it. I got plenty of time, and I'm very excited about what the future holds.
And do you ever get a chance to obviously watch matches on YouTube? Do you like kind of critique yourself as to what you did well on and what you can improve on?
Oh yeah, man. I watch my matches so many times that I think I annoy Barbie. I just wrestled Sean Timpers on Friday, and I beat him for his title. And I've watched that match probably 20-something times already, just studying every move, making sure that everything I'm doing is how it needs to be done. And there's a few things I don't like that I do, and I'm not going to do them again. And I totally agree with you, man. You know, I got to study my stuff and make sure I'm better next time.
So, do you have any upcoming matches and shows that you would like to promote?
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow in Sherman, Texas, which is about an hour above Dallas, we have NWA Texoma. At Texoma, you get everybody. You get the former junior world heavyweight champion, Kevin Douglas, there. You get the current NWA national champion, Tokyo Monster Kahagas. I'll be there as a North American champion. You get the Lone Star Women's Champion of the NWA, Barbie Hayden. You get the NWA Texoma Heavyweight Champion, Tim Storm. It's an excellent promotion. That's tomorrow. Saturday will be Branded Outlaw Wrestling in San Antonio, Texas, and that's where you can go and see all your former WWE stars. This Saturday we have Billy Gunn, and really excited about that. We should have a huge crowd there. They always draw really big. And this Sunday in Austin, Texas, at Anarchy Championship Wrestling, I will be defending my U30 championship there. The U30 title is our champions under 30 years old, and I've had that belt for about, I think, 6 months now, and nobody can beat me for it, and Sunday's not going to be any different, I don't believe.
When it comes to being a character for wrestling, you know, being in the ring and everything, do you like being the baby face or do you like being the heel?
I prefer the heel much more. I just feel like I've always seen this, and I think it's true. The nicest guys in real life play the best heels, and in real life, I'm a family guy. I'm humble, and when I get in that ring, I can get a crowd going with my heel work, and I get much more time to express myself and free room to just go nuts, and that's what I love about wrestling is being a character. I'm not out there to be a badass. If I wanted to be a badass, I could be a UFC fighter or a boxer. I'm here to entertain fans and make some money, and I think I get the job done better with a heel.
For those just tuning in, you are listening to Triple Threat Wrestling Radio right here on itmiradio.com. Talk channel number 2. I'm joined with the NWA North American champion all the way from Texas. Carson is his name. Um, we talk about Barbie Hayden and how she has evolved in her wrestling career. Uh, y'all two have been on the road together, and y'all also have worked at Magnificent Ladies Wrestling. You've been one of the few male wrestlers to be on there. What's it like going there and with these custom matches?
Oh man, it's an experience, all right. You go to the TV studio there, and you're there from the AM hours all the way until it gets dark, just taping matches for DVDs. There's no crowd. There's no way to really get your blood pumping. You just got to go out there and do your job the best you can do and get these customs down just the way the customers want it. And it's not my favorite thing to do, but the money's great, and that's why we enjoy doing that. And man, Barbie is so popular when it comes to that stuff. Every time she goes, she makes a lot of money because a lot of people want her custom matches. But can you blame them?
No, can't blame her one single bit. I mean, Barbie is a household name, and she was a champion at one time, and it just seems like every time she's scheduled to be there, she gets the most out of the other female wrestlers. No doubt about it, she's become a household name for Magnificent Ladies Wrestling, and
yeah, she's definitely the best-looking girl there by far, and I can see why these guys want matches of hers. Hell, if I wasn't dating her, I'd want her matches too on DVD.
all right. So, who do you consider as influences in your wrestling career?
Oh man, there's I can sit here I'm at home right now. I can sit here and see all these Chris Jericho action figures on the wall because ever since I was a little boy, that's who I've looked up to right there is Chris Jericho. And I got Shawn Michaels from San Antonio that I watch his tapes and study. I study Triple H's aggressiveness. Ric Flair, man, I watch his old tapes and I just look at his charisma and how he just acted better than everybody else. I get all these guys, and of course there's Edge. And Edge, when he went through his sex and violence phase, I see a lot of myself in him. And I get all these guys, and I get what I like in each one of them, and I just try to make my own character with it, and it seems to just come out natural. Those 4 or 5 guys right there are the ones who really influenced my whole career.
You have obviously traveled in the United States. Would you ever consider wanting to travel overseas someday?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I just got my passport in the mail about 2 weeks ago. I was told by higher up at WWE that I'm young, so I have plenty of time to get out there and get cultured, and that's what I'm ready to do, man. I want to go to Japan and do a little strong style, go to Mexico, have a little fun down there. Maybe go over to United Kingdom and London and all that. There's NWA over in the UK. I'd love to defend some titles over there.
And what would your advice be to anyone that wants to pursue their career as a wrestler?
Oh, I say this all the time, and some people think it's true, and a lot of people give me heat on it. But to me, I've figured out one of the biggest things in this business is how you look, how you present yourself. It's so cosmetic. And when I first started, I was scrawny and I didn't have a great body, and nobody really took me serious. And as I started lifting weights and eating right and looking good, I started noticing I was getting more popular and more popular. And now I'm in the best shape I've ever been in my life. And that confidence goes through my character in the ring. And all I have to say is just look the part. Look, even though a lot of us aren't on TV right now, that's where we want to go. And whenever people come to an independent show, make them feel like they're watching WWE at home. A lot of these guys, if they were on TV and a person that's never watched wrestling clicked to them right now on the TV, they'd change it. And I never want to be a guy that somebody would change the channel on. I want you to see me, and I want you to say, hey, this guy looks like a wrestler. I want to see what he's going to do here. And I know from experience that I am looking the part, and, you know, I've worked my ass off for it. I go into the movies, or I go to the mall, I go to a restaurant, people say, hey, you look like a wrestler. Has anybody ever told you that? Or you look like Triple H, you look like Chris Jericho. And I say, hey, that's flattering, thank you, but that's what I do for a living, so I'm doing something right.
So, this is my next question for you is, if you can have your dream match against any opponent, it could be from the Indies, it could be from the pros, alive or dead. What would your dream match, and who would your opponent be?
Okay, this is a pretty easy one for me, and I've already spoke about it about 20 times this whole interview. If we could get Chris Jericho back from 2001, 2002, you know, when he was starting the whole Fozzy thing and then doing the King of the World gimmick, that gimmick versus my gimmick right now would be my dream match ever. That's what I would love. If I could go back in time, I'd wrestle him back in 2001, 2002.
Oh, we're talking about Alatola walking roller. I see. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man! I think that would sell out a 15,000 seat arena right there, main event.
That would definitely be something to watch, no doubt about it. Carson, I want to thank you so much for joining me on this interview. You tell Barbie I said hello, and best of success goes out to you and Barbie going forward. I keep telling Barbie she's welcome to come back if she has time, so you tell her I said that.
Of course, but hey, let me plug two more shows right here.
Go right ahead, go right ahead.
Yeah, every second Friday of the month, we have NWA Houston right outside of Houston, Texas here, and the promotion's excellent. And that's actually where I won my North American Championship. And there's a new NWA company in Austin, Texas called NWA Velocity, and they run at the beginning of every month. I just wanted to go ahead and plug those two shows right there. And hey, man, thank you very much for having me on, and I'm proud to be the new NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, brother.
Congratulations are in order, and again, thank you for your time. You have a good night.
You too. Thank you so much. Good night, brother.
All right, bye-bye. That was the NWA North American Champion Carson joining me here on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio.